Hey, roofing contractors. So I asked a question the other day on my Facebook page because I wanted to see how people responded. And a lot of you surprised me with how good your responses were. And then some people did a okay response, but wanted to give you some feedback there. I'm not going to do it person to person, so I'm just going to post it here on Facebook. So my post was, homeowner says, I need to think about it, or I need some time to think about it, and then you. And then I wanted to see in the comments what people's responses were. And so some people I saw were going out there and they had pretty good response, right? It was typically creating urgency around the price changing or spots not being available. So creating that urgency with time of price changing and then scarcity of available spots for them to be able to work with your company. And that's great and fine and dandy and all if pricing is their concern or if being able to work with your company is their concern. Now, pricing could definitely be the concern. Now, if they're saying they need time to think about it, that wanting to work with your company may not be their main concern right now. It probably sounds like they need something that they need to figure out that they haven't yet figured out how to kind of reconcile, right? And I actually had a buddy reach out to me the other day because he knows I'm in roofing, and he's like, hey, dude, I got two quotes that are the exact same price. I don't know how to make this decision. And a lot of people aren't educated on this, and that means that we as sales reps didn't do our job when we were in the house. But that can be a topic for another day. What I wanted to talk about were a lot of the solid responses I got, where they followed a set structure that I've learned from every single freaking guy who's good at sales over my career of selling. So a lot of people where I saw having a lot of great responses, and these were with a lot of big companies, were doing a few things. First, they were actually isolating the objection before trying to handle it. So when people were just diving straight into the pricing scarcity and the pricing urgency and the scarcity of spots, right? That may not be that homeowner's objection, their hidden objection that they're trying to overcome. And so if we just dive into trying to go for pricing scarcity when that is not the actual objection they're having, that's likely and liable to most likely lose us the sale. And so what we need to do before handling the objection is we need to isolate what objection they actually have that's hidden in their mind that they haven't shared with you. A really good one I saw was from my buddy Richard. I'm gonna read it off. It says, I completely understand. I need some time to think about it too. So you're agreeing with the homeowner and getting on the same side as them, as opposed to what most sales reps do, which is coming from a combative standpoint, which is not where we want to be, right? We're not going to make that sale until I was given enough information to make an informed decision. So he's basically saying, hey, if I didn't have enough information to make an informed decision, I would need some time to think about it too. So what are some of your thoughts or questions that you still have lingering? And so that's a great way to isolate what objections they may have, right? Because then you're coming on the side of the homeowner and they're going to feel more comfortable sharing and opening up with you. And now we're able to say, maybe it's not the price. Maybe they got a similar quote from another company and they don't know how to compare those. And now what you could do while you're in the house is actually help them do that and overcome the objection that they're having, which is not price, but how do I decide out of these two quotes that both seem to be coming from reputable companies that are the same damn price? So, that was just really cool. I'm glad I had such a positive response with all these people sharing how they would handle that objection. But yeah, that's just kind of my 2 cents is we want to make sure that we're aligning ourselves with the homeowners and then isolating that objection before we dive into actually handling it. Because if we're diving into handling an objection that they don't actually have, it's typically going to come off salesy and not end up in an actual sale. Hope that helps. I don't know if I said this, but my name is George Roros, CEO of Volume Up Agency and Roofing Copilot AI. So yeah, that's all. Peace.